Welcome to the Dear Brother Podcast, everybody. It is Relationship Friday, man. Every Friday, I'm on a little early because my daughter gets out at 12 noon today. But every Friday, everybody, I'll get on at 12 noon for Relationship Friday. Also, for Spiritual Growth Sundays, I'll be on at 12 noon. But welcome to the Dear Brother Podcast, everybody. I'm streaming live on YouTube. I'm also streaming live on Facebook right now. If you're on Facebook, make sure you go over to the Dear Brother Live podcast on YouTube every Friday, Relationship Friday. I'm going to get into it today. I want to ask the brothers a question out there today. And my question to you all is, does your happiness matter to her? Does your happiness matter to her? And I think that's a good question that you got to put on place today, guys. That's the show today. I got a quick half-hour show. I won't be long today. On other Fridays, I'll be able to go as long as we want to today, but I got a quick half-hour show. I want to talk about that today. And does your happiness matter in the relationship you're in? You know, as you come on, man, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. We're monetized now on YouTube, so you can hit the super chat button and there's a whole lot of buttons on there, but I got to learn them all. But we're monetized, which is a big thing on YouTube, man. Thank you for everybody who's liked and subscribed to the videos, man. It is so wonderful. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Gentlemen, we're up to 1,600 subscribers. I think we might be at 1,650, 1,630 or something like that. I remember getting on YouTube and having 1 subscriber, 2 subscribers. Now we're at over 1,600 subscribers. So welcome to everybody on YouTube, and welcome to everybody on Facebook. We're going to get into it today. Relationship Friday. The question we got on the table is, does your happiness matter to her? If you ever been in a relationship where your happiness doesn't seem to matter to her, I want you to jump in the comments. Tell us, how does that feel? Tell us what you went through with that. It's a lot of things that us gentlemen go through in relationships that we just don't talk about. But that's why the Dear Brother Podcast is here. It's a safe place, man. It's a place where we can discuss, but it's also where grown men grow. And so everybody, let's talk a little bit today. Does your happiness matter in a relationship? Again, this is Relationship Friday. I'll be going live every single Friday at 12 noon. Again, I'm on a little early today, but I'll be going live every Friday, and we'll have a different topic, a different discussion. But jump in the chat. Let's talk recognizing how to recognize that your happiness doesn't matter to the lady you're with. I think we live in a time now, man, where social media has messed up a lot of relationship, a lot of the way we look at relationship. I think that social media has helped tear up a lot of relationship. It's a lot of bad teaching, a lot of bad philosophy out there, and a lot of stuff is making us hate each other. A lot of us men, we're looking at women strange. We can't stand the woman, and the woman can't stand the man. It's messing up a lot of things, but I think it's a place to heal that. But also as men, women have this conversation all the time about not feeling respected or not feeling loved in a relationship. But men feel the same way at times. And I want men to realize, man, what it looks like, what it feels like to be in a relationship where the woman doesn't care about your happiness. I know personally, I've been there before. I've been in a relationship where I knew my happiness didn't matter, you know, and perhaps I stayed too long. In fact, I did stay too long. The reality is, man, I found myself in a place where I was completely depressed. I was even on dialysis at the time, real sick, still hustling, still taking care of the family, still taking care of the kids, and in a situation where I felt like nothing I did mattered. Jump in the comments. Let's talk today, man. If you know what that feels like as a man to be in a relationship where it doesn't feel like you matter in a relationship or your happiness matters in a relationship. I think it's big that we talk about this because there's a lot of men stuck in a situation where you're constantly trying to make the relationship better. You're constantly trying to make somebody happy. You're constantly trying to do and change yourself. That's another thing that happens to a lot of us guys that jump in relationships that feel like we're not happy or not complete, is then you try to change yourself. You try to change yourself into what you think she wants. The danger is, man, you change yourself so much where you don't even feel like you matter anymore, and it doesn't feel like anything you can do. What do? Do you escape that lady? Do you leave the relationship? You know, are you made to feel guilty if you do leave the relationship? Do you matter at all? I think I want to talk about 5 different reasons or 5 different ways to recognize that your happiness doesn't matter in that relationship. Again, jump in the comments. I know a lot of ladies get on the show too. In fact, I looked at my analytics today. Out of 100% of people on my show, at least 35% of our subscribers on the Dear Brother podcast are ladies. And ladies, we appreciate you being a part of the community. because this is where we heal things up. I think the first thing, let's talk a little bit. Again, y'all can jump in the comments whenever you get ready, and I will bring up your comment and talk right to your comment. Ask any question you want, make any points you want, because I'm hosting the show, man. But a lot of you out there watching, you got points that can help us get where we got to go. Ladies, there's a lot of ladies out there. Have you ever been in a relationship where you didn't show enough appreciation for your man? Did you ruin the relationship because you didn't show enough appreciation for your man? Let's talk about it. I think one of the biggest things you can, when you really look at your relationship, one of the biggest ways, guys, you can really tell that that woman doesn't care about your happiness is that she never asks about your well-being. Some of you guys been in relationships and you don't ever remember hearing from your woman, are you all right? Are you cool? How you doing? Everything's wrapped around her emotions or how she feeling that day. When was the last time a woman asked you how you felt? When was the last time a woman said, "Lo, you cool? Are you okay?" And really, really cared about the answer. You know what I mean? Because there's some times where you could be with a certain kind of woman. She's only asking, "Are you okay?" so that you can make sure she's okay. But then there's times where you could be with the right woman, because the right woman, honestly, guys, is going to ask you, "Are you okay?" and then be there and sit with you long enough to see if you really are. Not for her benefit, but not for your benefit or her benefit, but for yours. Are you okay just for you? Not okay so you can take care of her better. That's a big question on the table, because a lot of us feel neglected in relationships. And you know what a lot of us do? Go silent. I know in my father's generation, a lot of my uncles, my dad, a lot of men of that age range, it wasn't even trying to fix the relationship. It wasn't about fixing the relationship. A lot of us are stuck in survival relationships with women where you're more surviving the relationship than you're happy. And that's where we get stuff like called the man cave. Now, I know I'm not coming at the man cave, gentlemen. I think we all need a place in the house we can go to that has nothing to do with nobody else. But let's talk about it for a minute, because the reality is this. In our man caves, a lot of our man caves is not really as happy as we want it to be. You know what I mean? A lot of our man caves become just that, caves, where we hide our real emotions, hide how we really feel, hide what's going on. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button, because it brings other men to the channel, man, and let us know that we're having a great conversation over here. So hit that like button. But look, this is the reality, y'all. A lot of guys, we go in our man cave. We go silent. If we don't have a man cave to go to, sometimes our man cave becomes our mind, where we run to the silos of our mind and don't come out of it, where you have learned the right thing to say to your lady. You've learned the right thing to say to get her out of your way. You've learned the right thing to say to make her happy and not realize that you're just the unhappy man in the house. But I think the biggest question you got to ask as a man, jump in the comments, y'all. Let's talk a little bit. But I think one of the biggest things you got to recognize as a man is, does your woman care about your happiness? And how do you know she doesn't? Does she ever ask you? Does she ever ask you? Does she ever ask you how you are? If she never checks on your mental happiness, your emotional happiness, right? If a woman can't tell your physical state, this is a lot of thing I learned about women, and a lot of the conversations I get into, a lot of the counseling I do, is that a lot of women become very perceptive. They know everything except when their man is unhappy. Because a lot of women will say, "Look, I can perceive. I know what's going on with my man." If you're around a woman who can claim she knows if you're cheating, but she doesn't know whether you're unhappy, then she really doesn't know anything. That's the reality. Because a lot of women will use this great perception they have to figure out whether you're doing the right thing in a relationship, but her perception goes to sleep when she finds out whether you're happy or not. So let's talk about it, man. Have any of you been in a situation where you realize, man, your happiness doesn't matter in this situation, in this relationship? And tell me how you handled it. Tell me how you handled it as a man to realize, man, it doesn't seem like my happiness matters much in this relationship. What did you do? Did you hide? What did you do? And there's another thing. A lot of us can't hide. So you know what we lead with? We lead with anger. A lot of us lead with anger in a relationship, because as men, a lot of times we haven't been taught how to communicate how we feel. So it either comes out in disappearing or it comes out in anger, right? Because this is a situation where we want to be loved, but how do you recognize you are? How do you recognize you are? I see y'all jumping in the comments. Let me see what y'all got going on. Another thing is this: a woman who cares about you naturally, she's going to want to know how you're doing. If she really cares about you, she's going to want to know how you're doing. And number two, she's going to want to support you. She's really gonna want to support you. Let me jump in the chat. Let me see who's in the chat. Let me see what y'all saying in here. All right, we got a sister from the rip in the chat. If you're on Facebook, make sure you go over to YouTube and join the Dear Brother Live podcast today. All right, go over there on YouTube. And some of you guys, man, it's a safe place where grown men grow. Go over there and see what we got going. All right, we got Terrell in the building. Let me see what Terrell's got to say. I've been neglected in friendships, while on my end, when it came to them, they was good. I know how to make a man feel that they matter, cared for, and loved. Okay, so let me ask you something, Terrell. How do you do it? In your opinion, how do you do it? How do you make a man feel loved? Because I want to get into that too, because in a lot of situations, we can make people feel like they're loved, but there's such thing as love languages, right? We all know about the love languages. The love languages is 5 different ones. And let's just talk about the basis of the love language. The basis of the love language is simple. If you talk 2 different languages, you can't communicate. What I found, I want to say this, ladies, and this podcast is for grown men. So we don't get on here hating on women and being mad at women. This is where we grow. This is where we communicate. But a lot of women feel like they're making their man happy because of what she thinks makes him happy. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna challenge some of the ladies on the podcast today to think that if there are times where you think you're giving what that man wants, because in your mind, this should make a man happy. But how do you know it's making your man happy? Do you ask? Do you ask? See, the thing is, women want us to communicate with them, but I'm telling you that a lot of ladies, and I'm not saying it has nothing to do with being a bad or good person. A lot of women have never been around a man or been raised by a man, or a lot of you never seen a woman care about a man. Because that's a lot of things. That's another thing we talk about a lot, even when we talk about children. It's lopsided a lot of times emotionally. I'm thinking about writing a book called Emotional Inequality. I've been thinking about it for a long time. At some point, I'm gonna put it out or start to write it. But I believe there's an emotional imbalance in relationship where the woman's emotions are primary in a relationship, and because that's the way we've been taught, right? That's the way we've been taught. Because I believe this as well. When boys grow up, we learn how to take care of a woman, open the door, do this, do that, do that. In my generation, and these new young people, I don't know, it's a little different out here. But in my generation, we grew up learning how to love a woman, take care of a woman, provide for a woman. I think when a lot of women grow up, and y'all can disagree with me or jump in the chat, let me know. But I think when a lot of women grow up, y'all grow up learning how to take care of yourself. You do not learn to take care of a man. You learn to take care of yourself. I'm not saying that's a bad lesson, but what you find is when a lot of us grow up in relationships, men who were taught to take care of a woman jump in to take care of a woman, whereas a lot of women jump into a relationship looking to be taken care of and not so much concerned about whether she's taking care of that man. But let's jump back to the love languages right quick. Just because you think you're giving, let me tell y'all a story right quick. My dad said one time on a Christmas, I'll never forget. I was young, but I'll never forget this. My dad said, my mom said, Thomas, what do you want for Christmas? He said, I need a case of oil. She was like, what kind of oil? He said, I want car oil. I want oil for my car. She's like, what? And to her, that didn't make sense, right? So what did she do? She went out and got him socks and ties and clothes and these gadgets and this and that. And my dad was sitting on that Christmas like very unhappy. And she was looking at him like, yo, why are you unhappy? Why you look like that? And he was like, yo, he said, I asked you for car oil for Christmas. And little did she know, the man was changing the oil in his car and he wanted a stock of oil. So he never had to worry about oil. In her mind, what he wanted didn't make sense because they weren't speaking the same language. And she couldn't understand why he was so upset about it. But in reality, in situations, a lot of ladies, y'all don't really know what makes a man happy. Y'all just assume it's supposed to make him happy. And a lot of you guys out there, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to challenge the men as well, because this is an equal fair channel. But a lot of us guys, we won't say what makes us happy, which puts women in a situation where they got to guess what makes us happy. And then we're mad that they didn't make us happy, but we never told them what make us happy. But to the topic at hand today, and I want to go back to the comments because Terrell made a good statement. I want to ask you, sis, how do you know? Like you made the statement, I know how to make a man feel that they matter, cared for, and love. I'm asking you, how do you do that? What does that look like for you? And some of you other ladies in the chat, jump in the comments. Tell me, what does for you as a woman? Here's a better question. Where did you learn how to make a man happy? I want to pose that to some of the ladies on here. And gentlemen, jump in here and talk to me, because we're talking today about how to recognize that a woman doesn't care about your happiness. And the first thing we talked about today is that she never asked you about your well-being. She never asked you about your emotions, where you are mentally, socially, emotionally. She never asked. If a woman never asks you how you are, then she does not care about you, bro. I don't care how she look. I don't care how good she is in bed. None of that matter. If she never asks you how you feel, she absolutely does not care about you. Hands down, bro. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by an outfit. Don't even be fooled by a good meal. Because that's another thing I think a lot of the older women have taught younger women. And it's a fallacy of you know how to get to a man's heart? Just F him and feed him. Well, I'm telling you right now, an evolved man don't care about how much food you give, because a man can, if he can cook his own meal or go buy one, it don't matter how good that sister cooks, bro. Don't mean she can get to your heart. And guess what? It's enough women out here that'll do whatever men want in the bedroom. So thinking that you could screw a man into happiness, that don't count either, sis. I promise you that. Now, a man who just don't care about nothing, then you can feed him all the food in the world and screw him all day long. That might be his happiness because he's not evolved. The problem is a lot of ladies, you want evolved men, but then you still want to treat him like he a regular guy, as if a good meal and a good screw is going to make him happy. An evolved man is looking way past that, right? Let me jump in the chat, see if I'm in trouble. Gentlemen, I know y'all ain't, the chat just got full, baby boy. Let me see. Let's get into it. Let me see. Angela, let me see what Angela got to say. Listening to a man speak. Are you saying that's what makes a man happy? I'm telling you, sis, if that's what you believe, you right on point. Listening to a man speak means a whole lot to men. I'm telling y'all that. Means a whole lot to men. If you listen to a man talk, it matters to him, because he's saying, look, it matters what you got on his mind, what he has on his mind. One of the biggest love languages, especially for a man in leadership, I'm going to say this because I've been a man in leadership for a lot of years. If you want to be with a man in leadership, whether it's church leadership, whether he's the imam of a masjid, whether he is a Jewish leader, whether he's a pastor, a business leader, whatever leadership, community leader, whatever kind of leader, if you're with a man who is in leadership position, the greatest love language is to listen to him talk. Because in leadership, you got so much right here that you need to let it go somewhere, right? You need to let it go somewhere. And I'm going to say this as well. Men only have two forms of currency: his words and his time. His words and his time. If a man doesn't give you his words or his time, he doesn't care about you. But we're not going to get into that today. We're going to get into, how do you know a woman doesn't care about you? Oh, my guys are in the build. Oh, y'all done jumped in the chat. Just hear my main man, my guy. I love you, bro. Thanks for coming through. Let me see. We getting I'm getting agreement from the sisters. You know why I'm getting agreement from the sisters? Because this is a fair and balanced show. My God, I got to go, y'all. Oh, man. Listen. All right, I got 5 minutes. This is crazy. All right, I gotta go get my baby. She gets out of school early. But every Friday, y'all, I'm having a live show on my podcast, the Dear Brother Podcast. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go over to YouTube right now. Go over to YouTube and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe to the Dear Brother Podcast. We going live every Friday, Relationship Friday at 12 noon. And on Sunday at 12 noon, I'm doing spiritual awakening for men. I'm doing a spiritual awakening for men. I'm teaching a men's Bible study every Sunday at 12 o'clock. And I'm teaching Friday, Relationship Fridays. All right. Let me see. My man Rasheen in the building. My guy. There it is. We in here. Let me see. All right. Hey, y'all, I'm on Facebook right now. Everybody go over to YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's build this Dear Brother Podcast. We over 1,600 subscribers on the Dear Brother Podcast. We are popping over on YouTube. My channel, we went crazy. 8 months. We've been monetized in 8 months. We got 1,600 subscribers, about 7,000 watch hours. Man is crazy. For men, we're strengthening men. It's a podcast for grown men where grown men keep growing. Let me see what Angela got to say. Yes, but more so I learned how to make him happy because men will literally tell you. Yes, men will tell you what makes him happy. The problem is a lot of women don't want to hear what the man has to say. She rather assume that he's happy and try to give him something he don't want. Very good, very good. You learn from past relationships. Listen, sis, that's where it's at. You got to learn from past relationships. I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek. This is not the actual book, but let me give y'all a sneak peek before I go. I got another book coming out, y'all. It hasn't dropped yet, but it's coming out. Dear brother, the blueprint to becoming the man of your own dreams is not out yet. It's coming out later this month, middle of April. All right, dear brother, I'm writing another book. Also, this one's available to y'all right now. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Home Where Hurt Men Heal. Go get it. All right. Home Where Hurt Men Heal is available to y'all. Go get it. And for y'all sisters in here, I got a book for the ladies called The Soul of Sarah. Jump on Amazon right now. I know I sound like I'm rushing because I got 2 minutes. I got to go get my baby from school, y'all. But every Friday, Relationship Friday, let me finish up this chat before I go. Okay. Let me see. Another sister jumping in. Tam, let me see. Didn't learn this until my second marriage. Communication, listening, more talking, less. Yeah, y'all want men to learn how y'all are. Y'all got to learn how men are. It's a balanced thing. And don't let social media mess up relationships. I believe it's a well-funded campaign to mess up relationships on social media. And I believe it's not funded by us. I think it's funded by somebody else to mess up relationships. The government has been trying to mess up relationships for a long time, especially in certain communities. I'm telling y'all right now, it's a well-funded attempt. Don't fall into it. Go on to Dear Brother Podcast, and this is where we get where we got to go. Let me see who's in the building. Jada, good morning, my sister. Good morning. Jeremiah, my main man, the rabbi. That's what you've been calling me for years. Maybe I am a rabbi. Maybe I teach a little bit, my guy. Let me see. Just here, men are not complicated. We tend to say exactly how we feel. I agree with you. Just here, this issue is women tend to take what he says and interpret it through the all right, I'm out. I'm a Oh God, that is a fact. I think that a lot of you sisters do that. Y'all tend to take what we say and through the female and look at it through the female lens. Yes. For instance, if I say I just want to be with my family for Father's Day, that doesn't mean, let me see what the rest of this says. That doesn't mean I want you to throw me a Father's Day barbecue. Okay. And he gives examples. My man, brilliant brother, brilliant pastor in this city too. What up, bro? Mike Burwell got a great church in the city. Hey, man, go subscribe. I got to go, y'all. I'm sorry the show is so short today. I had technical difficulties. Some of y'all jumped on early and y'all watched what I went through. My camera wasn't working. Everything wasn't working. But go over to YouTube. I want everybody on here right now. Do me a favor. Go over to YouTube right now. Go to the Dear Brother Podcast. We're live over there right now. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Join the channel. Also, I have the Dear Sister Podcast. I haven't done a lot of content over there, but I believe on Fridays I'm going to go live from both stations. All right. I have the Dear Sister and the Dear Brother Podcast, both on YouTube. Go subscribe. Sisters, go over there and subscribe because I got some great stuff. All right. For y'all. Let me see. Replying to Just Here. Just Here. That's true. That's not a good thing. See, this is why I love this community, y'all, because we grown. It ain't no attacks in here. This is where we grow. This is where we gotta get where we gotta go. Let me see. Jada vouching for Solar Sarah. Let me put it back up. She vouching for it, y'all. I'm telling you, this great sister read this book. It's right here, Amazon.com. Go get it. Go get it, sisters. Y'all saw y'all sister just said it's a tight book. It's good. It's good. In fact, I'm teaching an all women's class on April 15th. And this is for senior women. A bunch of senior ladies asked me to come teach for all women. It's going to be about 200 women on April 15th. Y'all not invited. It's a private thing at a senior care facility, but they invited me to come teach on this book there. And gentlemen, go get it right now. Home Where Hurt Men Heal, and look out for Dear Brother. I'm dropping this the middle of the month. All right. Dear Brother, The blueprint for becoming the man of your own dreams is coming out the middle of this month. Y'all go check it out. Let me finish up this chat so I can get out of here. Let me see. Let me see. I love you too, sister. That's my sister. I love you so much. Go check out. Listen, if you on Facebook right now, go check out Me Own Brand. This sister is a brilliant designer. Ladies, go check her out. I think she still got a store. She got a store or building one, but go check her out on Facebook. She's a brilliant young lady. Let me say, Jeremiah, go get home where hurt men heal. Jeremiah, look, we got another voucher, y'all, for this book. Hey, y'all, listen, every Friday. Thank you, Ans. Thanks for subscribing, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Go over to YouTube, everybody. Hit the subscribe button for the Dear Brother Podcast. Ladies, go over to the Dear Sister Podcast. Hit the subscribe button over there. I'll be going live every Friday for Relationship Friday. Also, every Sunday, I'll be going live for spiritual enrichment for men. I'll be teaching a men's Bible study. Ladies, y'all are absolutely invited. But the Bible study for men, 12 noon every Sunday, I'll be teaching for men. All right. So go check it out. Listen, much love, y'all. I'm out of here. I gotta go. Let me see. I got one more book for y'all. This one scares everybody, but this one will change your whole life. This one to change your whole life. Let me see. Is it still on here? Yeah, it got to be on here. Let me see. Uh-oh. I left church to serve God. That's on Amazon too. Go get it. Go get it. I'm a writer, y'all. I'm popping out books. Go get it. Listen, if this is not about not loving God, this is not about not loving church. This is about the direction of where the church is going, right? Obviously, we can't sit around and just clap our hands and stomp our feet no more. The day is coming where we got to go out there. And I want every man to go get this book, because if you love God, you got to find out what to do in the streets. It's not about being in the church building. If you love God, it's about what to do for him in the streets. Go get these books, ladies and gentlemen. I really got to go get my baby. I'm past 11 o'clock. Hey, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and y'all go check it out. Let me see. One more before I go. Jeremiah, if you want to be healed, follow, fellas, go get the book ASAP. Grab a couple, give it to every man you know. Go get it, y'all. Hey, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. Listen, all right, I gotta go, y'all. Every Friday, Relationship Friday, 12 noon. Every Sunday, doing a live for men's Bible study, all right? But go on my channel. I drop videos every single day. Hit my TikTok, all right? Go after it. I'll see y'all soon. Hey, like we end every podcast. Yesterday is history, brothers. Tomorrow's a mystery. All you got is right now. What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do about it? Until next time. And I love you. I'm proud of you. You love you too.